Hi everyone. Are you an individual who wants to create a difference in the society through your organization, but is not sure what are the tools to help you get started and create this impact? Today, we're going to discuss a very important concept that can help make your vision into a reality through your business. In today's Socratic dialogue of business model designs, our budding leaders are going to present their ideas for how their business can solve a problem while keeping in mind the business strategies and the context that helps them operate in an efficient manner. So, which of the budding leaders would like to introduce themselves first?
Yeah, I can go ahead. So my name is Brajesh Pratap Singh, and I've been working with Deep Thought since last 2 months as a full stack developer.
Thank you, Prajesh.
Yeah, my name is Vishwanath. I'm a developer in residence working in DevOps.
Hi, I am Angad and I've been working as a product manager in Deep Thought for the last 2 months.
Hi everyone, this is Anjika Garg and I've been working in Deep Thought as a UI designer for the past 1.5 months.
Hello everyone, this is Shana Anjum and I'm working in 12th Wonder as a business analyst.
Hi, I'm Vinay Kumar and I'm working in Deep Thought as a developer in residence in GSMS from past month.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gaurav. I'm working as data scientist with Deep Thought, and I'll be co-moderating this session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And hi, I'm Samida. I'm a psychologist at Deep Thought, and I try to develop learning and development programs that can help people grow in their leadership journeys and in terms of their pedagogy. So, which of the teams would like to first tell us why they name their team so? What was the reasoning behind your team name?
Simply our team names is Kids Academy because our product's name is Kids Academy and we will be pitching on that product. So that's why.
Okay, leaving it on a mysterious note. Thank you, Anjika. Would the other team also like to explain their name?
Yeah, sure. So we are Team Healthy Bites, and we named ourselves Healthy Bites because we are trying to provide nutritious food to the people working in the corporate sector.
Very interesting. Thank you, both the teams. So who'd like to go ahead with their pitch first?
Kids Academy can go first.
Please do, Kids Academy.
I'll just present my screen. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, Anjika,
Yeah,
thank
Anjika.
you so much. Hello everyone, this is Team Kids Academy and the members of the team are Anjika Garg, Shana Anjum, that is myself, and Vinay Kumar, and our team coach is Harshvardhan Rathod. Can we go to the next slide, please? So Kids Academy is basically an online edtech online platform which brings together the tutors and the students. So our primary focus is to give online tuitions to the primary students whose both parents are working so that the parents can ensure that their kids are getting quality education from the comforts of their home. And we also provide employment opportunity to the tutors. Can we move to the next slide? Our customer are the parents who are choosing our platform, and our consumers are the students who are getting the education and the tutors who are getting to work from home.
So let me talk about the delivering the value from our Kids Academy. So what we do is we hire a tutor, and he will be given some students, some research student, and then the parents has this choice for choosing this tutors, and Yeah, this is basically we also providing tablets where a tutor can see through their screens and their performance, how they are writing and how they are performing. So, and also we have a metric system that tracks the performance of these kids. So can we go to the next slide, please? So, so what we have is, so our business model is a subscription model. So we're charging on a monthly basis, and the 70% of this subscription is going to the organization, and the 30% is going to the tutor. So that's our business model. Thank you.
So talking about some of the assumptions that we have made, the first one being that the tutor will be able to manage the kids' performance using the tablet, as we will be providing a tablet to the kids' home where they do not have an extra product apart from a laptop. And on the tablet, there will be an application which will be directly correlated with the tutor's interface, so that the tutor can see what that kid is writing, and if that person or that kid is actually able to, focus on the learning and is able to do what the tutor is asking them to do. So that is the first assumption. The second assumption is that the tutors will be working effectively and that the kids are able to understand what the tutor is teaching them, right? And the third one being that the parents are able to choose the relevant tutors according to the kids' needs and class. So we are validating these assumptions by creating a relevant matrix that will document what the kids are writing on the tablet, and also there will be statistics that will indicate their overall progress that the kid has made. Secondly, we're also thinking of having a review system and a matrix. So to review the tutor's performance. So for example, a tutor has less than 2.5 rating on the app, right? So we will be providing help, and that tutor will be constantly under review. So we will have some matrix like these to ensure that the tutor is performing well and the kids are getting the value that they need on the platform. Thirdly, we will also be providing proper filters, demo classes, reviews, and the testimonies, so that the parents are effectively able to, choose the right tutor for the kid. So in conclusion, Kids Academy is an edutech website that creates value both for the consumer, that is our tutor, and the kids, as well as the customers, that is the parents who will be choosing our platform, and hence creating a trusted environment where the kids can grow and learn at their own pace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Kids Academy. Team Healthy Bites can go ahead with their questions.
Just a quick question. What age group are you targeting?
So we are targeting the classes of 1 to 5.
Okay. So like you mentioned about you'll be giving tablets to your tutors.
To the kids.
Okay, so you would be giving those tablets to the kids, and how are you procuring those tablets? Like how are you? How are you procuring for those tablets? Like
Yeah, so we are partnering with electronic manufacturing companies.
okay, so like your business model is about your earning money by through subscription, right?
Yep.
Yes.
How do
Through
you make
subscription. Yeah. So we didn't talk. So this. So actually, this application runs on every devices, but we also giving this tablets as an optional. So that is our business model.
And talking about the subscriptions, so 30% of the revenue will be that the kids, like the parents pay, that will be given to the tutors, so that the tutors can earn as well as the platform can earn.
Like, don't you think there will be a lot of amount that the parents will have to pay because you are buying tablets through that money? You're also paying to the tutors.
So we are basically a bootstrap business, and also we would be investing in the initial stages from our own. So that would be used to purchase the tablets, And our subscription model would be in the beginning 70-30%. But as we'll also monitor, as we have said, we'll monitor the performance of the tutors. If they perform well, they are able to get good scores, we will increase their incentives to 35%. And we will use the money that we retain for our own growth.
Okay, what if the tutors that you have are not working, like fine, the quality degrades?
So as we said that we will be providing them help by, making them understand where all they are lagging and where they can improve, and that tutor will be constantly under review. So we will have certain metrics to constantly see if that tutor is improving or not, and then we will take necessary decisions accordingly.
Yes, we'll also take weekly reviews of parents and tutors, so that the parents can monitor, get a review of how their kids are performing. Vice versa, they can also, when they are talking to the tutor, they will also get to understand how the tutor is talking, what they are doing, what they are teaching. So we can also take feedback from the parents.
Okay.
Any follow-ups to that, Team Healthy Bites?
Yeah, anyone would like to take any question?
Yeah, I would like.
Yeah, Vishnu.
Is there a plan for expansion of this age group? You are telling me we targeting for 1 to 5. Will it be expanded to the age group also?
So currently we are only targeting from standard 1 to 5, because we feel that this target group has not been explored that much, and there we have a scope of penetrating the market. But if we think later in the business that we are able to provide a unique value to other standards as well and be a competitor to the existing products, then we would surely expand.
After the what after the you reach a maturity level, right? All the students, means after a particular point, there are no students of that age group join in the app. So how are you going to deal with the
As Anjika mentioned, that we do have plans to grow, because every business has to be flexible. They have to make changes in their policies to grow, and we will definitely consider it, and when the time comes. But right now we are mainly focusing on this particular part, the primary students.
Right. So just yeah, Vishwanath, was there a follow-up?
Yeah, this was the
Please go
last
ahead.
one. Will this be only in the online? And will it be go for
Yes,
offline?
this will be online. Online live classes will be provided.
Yes, because we are an edtech company, we are a technology platform which brings together the tutors and the students. So
Right. So just a follow-up, right? You guys mentioned that you will be you're hoping to get more revenue and through that subscription-based model. So once you do get that revenue and you are planning to grow or sustain yourself more, where are you going to invest that money?
we'll invest the money in the technology. First of all, making our website top-notch, making it completely glitch-free, making sure that the UI and the UX is extremely good. It is world-class, and also investing in tablets. And also we will use the money that we get from the revenue to reward the tutors who are performing really well. And as we have also discussed, the top performing kids will also get some hampers from our side. So we'll use the money like that.
Okay. So right now you are going ahead with the MVP of your tablets and your products.
Yes.
Correct.
I have a
Okay.
question. It's a separate thread. So, usually at a very young age, right? Like class 1 to class 5, parents usually are a little hesitant of starting tuitions way earlier, right? Because they don't want as students to be dependent on someone else and maximize their learnings from what they do in school. So how would you address that?
Actually, Angad, our business model is based on the fact that both the parents of the kids are working. So they are really not having the time, to homeschool their kids. That's why they are choosing an online platform, because the kids are young and they also, don't want them to travel toward tuition. So they will get the good quality education from the comfort of their home, and the parents need not, have to be with them also, because we are providing the tablet, which is like pre-programmed and very friendly for the kids.
Makes sense.
Also, yeah, okay.
Also, like giving tablets to like kids from 1 to 5. Like, how are you making sure that they are only studying and not something else?
So
Yeah.
of course
So
there will
this-
be
Yeah, Shana.
like we will be like blocking the sites. We will make it particularly for our website only. They can use it for our website and the related needful things like MS Word, PPT, only the things that are needed for educational purposes and no entertainment.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the demographic region that you guys are targeting?
So,
Elaborate
cities.
your question.
Like,
Yeah.
which
Taiwan
re-
cities.
which regions, right, in India? Like, is it just tier 1, tier 2 cities, or are you
Yeah,
also targeting
right.
the rural
Yes.
areas as well?
no, we're targeting the tier 1, tier 2 cities where both the parents are actually working and they can afford to have such a tuition.
Right. Got it.
I have a follow-up on the previous thread.
Yes.
So does like using the tablet require any supervision? Like because you mentioned that both the parents will be working, so would the kid be able to use the tablet on its own?
Initially,
Yeah,
Anjali, you can go ahead.
okay. So I think the kids will be able to use the tablets because like these days kids are very tech savvy, and there will only be the certain applications which need to be used, right? So I think that will work. If Shana, you want to add anything?
Yes, because also, when the parents are buying the subscription, when we'll send the tablet, of course, we'll ask parents to give them an introduction session, how to open, how to close, and things like that, how to charge, simple things, so that they are able to do that much.
So is it based on assumption?
No, it is based on instruction. We will ask the parents to do this much, to tell them how to charge, how to turn on, how to turn off, and go to the website.
Like kid-friendly instructions will be given to ensure that the kid is able to actually access that app. And honestly, that whatever we are providing, like the interface, that will not be the interface that the parents will be seeing. That parents will be seeing the analytics and everything. The kid will mostly be seeing a small notebook where they're just using a stylus and writing whatever the instructor has told them to. So for them, it won't be a very complex interface, but just so that the instructor can monitor what they're writing.
Also, like the
Okay,
course.
yeah, Prajesh, I think this is going a little tangential because we're not really talking about business models here. So, was there your question related to this itself, or was it a different thread?
Yeah, like this itself.
Okay, I think we can skip that part because it's going a little in discussion, right? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so is there any other question by Team Healthy Whites?
I think everything has been addressed pretty clearly.
Okay, so I have a question for Kids Academy. How are you guys going to get your initial investments?
We will market our product online.
Just a clarification, by initial investment, you mean what? Like for what?
To get the initial resources and to get started, right? How you'll get the tablets and the tutors, the students who are going to be applying for your product.
So
As
the
we
tablets
said-
thing is, what the tablets thing is, we are partnering with the electronic manufacturing company. So that's how we come.
Okay, what are they going to be getting out of your product?
So they are getting, so they are paying, students paying for this device. So they are getting profits for the device. So we are getting our revenue from the subscription.
So just to clarify, like if we are getting 70% revenue, right, and we are partnering with the edutech, then some percent of the revenue will be going to that edutech. Sorry, it's for that to that the person who's
Supplier.
giving supplier. That's for each tablet, right? And the other aspect was marketing, right, Shana?
Right.
So if you could explain it. Does that answer your question, Amita?
Yeah, how are you going to get those people to subscribe?
Okay, so for that, I was saying that we will run campaigns online, mostly on the platforms, where millennial people are there, because they are usually the new parents or the parents of young students. So on YouTube, on Instagram, and Facebook, so that they come across our website or our platform, and they are made aware of it. So yeah.
Also, we are planning to give demo sessions, right? So free demo sessions to people who enroll, and they can just see how the interface works for them if the tutor is working from them. And from there, we can attract more people to be a part of our organization.
Wait, so I'm still a little unclear from where you're getting your initial investment.
Are you talking about the money that we will
Yes.
use to start our business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I said, we are a bootstrap business. So the initial investment would be done by the three of us, the partners of the business.
Okay, and then you partner with the electronics and
Yes,
everything.
right.
Okay. Right, makes sense. Okay. Any follow-ups by Team Healthy Bites?
Well, yeah, not follow-ups, but like a separate thread, right? Like Rajesh mentioned about the competition. Assuming that the families of the users are, they can afford these subscriptions, it's a high chance that they have their own electronic devices. So is there a possibility that you just offer your subscription instead of the tablet itself?
Yes, the tablet is optional.
Okay.
Because we have kept it as an option, because for our system to work, you need two devices. One will be the laptop where the instructor will be speaking, or the mobile phone, and second will be the tablet that where the child will write, right. So if the household doesn't have any second gadget to give to their children, then we can provide the tablet.
Okay. In case your business leans more towards the option where people are not buying the tablets, right, due to whatever reasons, they might already have a tablet, or they might choose to buy one of their own because they might be needing it for the family as well. So in that case, your revenues could take a hit. So how would you address that?
So of course, there will be a cost difference between the person who is taking a tablet and who's not taking a tablet, right? So I don't think there will be a revenue.
See, the thing is, let's talk from the perspective of percentages and margins. So our margin is not going to take a hit. We will keep our margin 70% intact, right? Whether they are taking the tablet or not. Our model is 30-70. So we will keep that percentage intact.
But again, if people are not if they're not going to be paying for the electronics, they're basically going to be paying only for your services, right? That's going to reduce the costs. So it will affect the electronics that you're partnering with, or the tutors who are going to be partnering with you.
Okay, so in that case, like since we are also partnering with the supplier, so if we see that okay, this is not working, or only lesser number of what you call demand is coming for the electronics, then we will make our partnership for the lesser amount. We'll deal with the supplier, like we'll pass it on to the supplier. We will not take the hit.
Yeah, also I have to mention this.
Wait, so sorry, just before you go ahead, Vinay, Shana, you're saying you won't take the hit, so it will be the partner who is going to take the hit while your margins remain the same.
like there will
See,
be
no one is going to take the
Yeah.
losses because the demand is decreasing. We will also decrease our demand to the supplier. Simple.
Okay. So if you're decreasing the revenues, isn't that going to affect the profits or just the revenue for the electronics or the tutors that you're partnering with? How are you going to deal with that loss that they are
How-
going to face?
How are we decreasing the revenues?
Exactly. How is the revenue decreasing?
If people are not going to try the electronics that you guys are providing, so that's going to
We
lead
are
to a lesser.
anyway not charging any high margin on electronic. Our margin is from the subscription only. So
Okay.
if there is less demand for supply, less demand for the supply of electronic device, we will also reduce the demand from our suppliers. Simple, if that is
Right.
clear.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Thank you, Shana. Sorry, Vinay, you wanted to add something.
Yeah. So basically, the tablets are a little bit cheaper than the other tablets. So these tablets are basic. So it only runs.
But again, you guys are
one
not
particular-
going to be paying specifically for the tablets, right? It's from the subscription itself. So that won't really be relevant. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Gaurav, I think you had a question as well.
No, that has been answered. Thank you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I wanted to know, like there are a lot of competitors out there as well, like say Byju's, like it is one of the biggest like edtech giants. So how are you going to tackle that situation? Like why would the parents be willing to take your subscription rather than Byju's or any of the edtech
Okay,
Coursera?
so as Anjika has already mentioned, we have studied the market, and most of the edtech platforms are, focusing on the competitive exam, whether it is Unacademy or Byju's, they are providing for JEE, for NEET,
Or-
for other competitive exam like SSC, CGL, and UPSC. But we are targeting the younger section, the kids of
Also-
primary class.
Also adding on to that, there is no set course, right? That and there will be live classes that we will be providing, which is not a part of many competitors that we have in the market. So it will be a customized thing for each child.
Also, our subscription plan is little bit cheaper than our competitors. So it's an alternative tech platform.
But like being cheaper, like since the users are assumed to be well off, they would obviously go for higher quality, right? Because there is Khan Academy has a separate franchise called Khan Academy Kids, which focuses on elementary education, and it's not just in India, it's actually global. So like they have companion apps. So like the competition
Basically,
one
what is
thing.
the competitive advantage that you're going to provide, right? Angad?
Yeah, especially with the quality of tutors, right? Because Khan Academy being such a big giant, it's
Right, Angad. We got your point.
Yeah.
Kids Academy, how would you like to answer that?
So, in order to differentiate, I am not sure what Khan Academy does, but we are all not just sticking to the curriculum that the kids have, but we are looking at the overall development. Like in DT, we earlier used to have those business model pitches, different drills to develop you fully, not just academically, but overall curriculum, not just based on the curriculum, right? So I think there we can have an edge where we are introducing relevant topics which are not just in the curriculum, but developing your personality overall.
Okay, just for those who are viewing, to clarify, DT here means Deep Thought, which is the organization that we're working in. Shana, you wanted to add something?
Yes, we are also like including, as Anjika said, co-curricular activities for the overall development of the kids. So that is a big differentiator.
Right. So how are you ensuring that the curriculum or sort of activities and pedagogy basically that you're going to develop is going to be beneficial for the kids? Like, is there any verification behind that?
Yes, definitely. Like first of all, like whenever an activity is done, we will monitor whether the kids are performing or not. Also, the tutor will be discussing about the performance of the kids to the parents on weekly basis, right? There will be a review. So likewise, we can, monitor what is the, overall growth, what is the overall development of the child.
Right, makes sense. Another follow-up to that. So you guys mentioned, right, that you'll have a curriculum which is different from the school one, and it's going to help with the personal development and everything. So how will you convince the parents that this personal development is also important for the child in these years?
Okay, since you know that we are targeting basically the students whose both parents are working. Now, people who are working in corporate environment, they already know what is the importance of overall personality development.
That's
So
not exactly true, because we have been in a traditional setting of focusing on the studies part from first to fifth classes,
Okay.
right?
To answer that, what a strategy we could use is, so for example, the tuition timings is the tuition duration is 2 hours. So we can subtly introduce those elements, and we can ask those tuition teachers to introduce those elements, right? So for example, your tuition is being conducted for 1 hour 45 minutes. In the last 15 minutes, you are just discussing a topic, for example, some business topic, in a very easy way that the kid understands that. And then in the review, the weekly review, we can just show the parents of what the kid has actually understood and how that thing is actually adding on to their personality. And we can subtly introduce those concepts with, of course, the permission of the parents.
Okay, again, the same question, right? How are you ensuring that this outcome is actually beneficial for the
okay,
students? How are you
so
convincing?
we will also get the data from our MVP, initial period, and as we grow, we will use the data that we have collected in our initial period of the development of the kids and show it to the new subscribers or new potential parents who would like to subscribe. So that would validate our efforts.
Okay, I think that ends the dialogue for Kids Academy's pitches. So I think we can move to the next team.
I have one final question, if I may.
Yes.
Like, when you're talking about scaling up, like, how are you going to ensure that, like, your business model is based on one student, one teacher, right? So when you're scaling up, how are you planning to ensure that the number of teacher matches the number of students?
So it's not one student, one teacher. It's like group of students, but the parents can choose the tutor.
So it's not 1:1 ratio, but approximately 1:10 ratio. With the ratio can be decided accordingly, like that can be thought about, but it will not be 1:1, right? So as the tutors increase, obviously the kids can increase tenfolds. So we can always scale up from there.
Right. Does that answer your question, Gaurav?
Yes, in a way, but
Okay.
still, like, you also mentioned that the teacher has to deal with the parents regarding the performances and everything, right?
Yeah.
So how yeah, anyways, yes.
Yeah, like we have
Okay.
PTM, right? So there are many students, so that can be done once in a week.
Okay, in the interest of time, let's stop the pitch over there. Team Healthy Bites, would you like to go ahead with the pitch?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Rajesh, can you share your screen?
I'll share a screen.
Can you go to the first slide? Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Team Healthy Bites, and my team members are myself, Rajesh, and Vishwanath. With our
That's
coach.
fine, Angad. We
Yeah.
know the team members. We've been through the introductions. You guys can start with the idea.
Sure. So in today's world, a lot of young adults who work in corporate in tier 1 cities face the problem of procuring healthy food, due to which they tend to just eat out a lot and order food from third-party services like Swiggy and Zomato. And this issue is being sort of coming into light now, of where they can start getting healthy food, and getting groceries on a weekly basis, and having a home cook is not a viable option for everyone. So Healthy Bites is a product that aims to provide a healthy lineup of food which is both nutritious and balanced, along with constant advice on nutritional practices by experts. Yeah, over to Vishwanath.
So the business model, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, Vishwanath.
So the business model is for this healthy weights, the customers are they're mainly targeting corporates, the professionals who are very busy their lifestyle, and the people who are very conscious about their health. They, they are very serious about their diets, and the senior citizens who are on the verge of retirement or who are very older, it's more than 40, who tend towards healthy food alternatives, and what their requirements, their expectations are, so that they want to improve their overall health and diet, and should be balanced, obviously, and their dietary requirements, like they have a certain things to be present in their food, which should be satisfied. You know. So for this, customized meal plans and personalized meal plans are made ensured, so that some people might know what they want, some people might not. So who know what they want, so they will have a personalized ones, and they will be prepared by chefs who are trained, and they are very experienced, and the delivery will be very convenient to the doorstep, and nutrition is very easy, need not be easy to understand by any common person, and there'll be very varieties, very so many things to choose. Okay. So the revenue model. So the ways in which we procure revenue is subscription plans. So with subscriptions, we offer them unlimited and choices based on the subscription. And they can also be one-time orders for the people who are not sure whether to take the subscription or not. So they can go once and take the orders. And we are also partnership with the other restaurants and organizations. So by being a mediator between the users, their organization.
Thank you, Vishnu. I'll take over now. Okay, so our business model contains two assumptions. So one of them is people want to be healthy, but they do not have time to work on it. So we are assuming this, and by people, we specifically mean people who work in corporate industry. And the second one is we often tend to think that healthy food incurs additional costs, like it costs more than the ordinary food. But we have validations for these assumptions as well. So according to a survey by Economic Times, only 10% of the employees opt for healthier foods. That means 90% of the employees, they are unaware of healthy food and they just eat whatever they get. Then for the next assumption, the validation is according to a report from Outlook India, a healthy diet per person per day costs only rupees 65. So a person would be willing to pay less on healthy food more rather than eating junk food. And by this, I conclude the pitch by saying that aiming for a healthy, like we are aiming for a healthy lifestyle fueled by a nutritious and balanced food delivery service at your doorstep or your workplace. That was from Team Healthy Bites. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Healthy Bites. Team Kids Academy, you guys can start with your questions.
So, can I? Okay, so as you said, like you are going to partner with the chefs, or are you going to hire the chef? First question.
We are basically going to partner with the restaurants that already have the chefs.
Okay, so in a way, you guys are also, your business model is also like Swiggy and Zomato only. Like people can order and you will pack it from the restaurant and provide, is it?
Yeah. Other than that, we are also providing nutrition plans, diet plans, and nutritionists for the consumers.
Okay, so like since nutritionists or chefs, They are professional people. How are you going to bear the cost of hiring them or partnering with them?
Okay, so like initially we are going to bootstrap our business, we're going to invest, and with that money, we're going to start our business. And once we start to generate revenue through one-time meals or through the subscription-based revenue model that we have, we are going to pay those chefs, and basically it's like a partnership. So we will be having some cut for ourselves, and we'll be providing them their part.
Sorry, quick clarification for those who are listening. What do you mean by bootstrapping? I think the previous team also mentioned this term.
Yeah, so like when you start a business, if you are investing in it from your own money, like you're putting your own money, that is basically bootstrapping. And then there is also funded organizations from which you take money from someone else, and you basically take the funds from someone else and you start your company, that is funded companies.
So I have a follow-up. So why would any restaurant or chef or any like a restaurant partner up with you since they're getting their own orders, right? So why would they partner?
Okay, like so there is also something else in our model, that is we are basically providing healthy groceries to the restaurants, and they just have to cook, because we need a kitchen to cook our food, right? Because we have created this our business model is like we are providing diet plans to the customers, and then we are providing the food. So we have the delivery service, we have this dietitians, and we just need a kitchen to cook our food, and that's why we are partnering up with the restaurant.
So-
Again, why would the restaurant cook your food in their kitchen?
Yeah, because we are providing.
United.
Yeah, Vishnu, please.
So basically, what happens is in our dashboard, the app, we'll be showing the restaurants at the top which who cook better. Means when the food is matching the quality standards as mentioned by nutritionists, they'll be on the top. They'll be getting more ratings. So based on that, they're automatically their marketing happens. So they would like to showcase themselves on our app. This way they can collaborate.
So a follow-up, is there a assumption that, for example, a restaurant takes groceries and they cook and they get profits from it, right? Instead of that, they are using their own fuel but taking your groceries in turn of marketing on your platform. But there is an assumption that they might be interested in that because again, it is a bootstrap and it's not already launched in the market. So why would they want to market at your platform? Because people don't know it a lot.
Yeah, that's where.
Marketing.
Yeah, Vishnu.
Rajesh.
Okay, yeah, that's where our marketing strategies come into place. Like we are using digital marketing and nutrition partnership with the gyms, and we are partnering with several dietitians and nutritionists. Okay, so it will be like they'll be providing a service, like they will be kind of word of mouth to their people that they're already working with. And then there is also a referral program. Angad, would you like to speak on this referral program?
Okay.
Yeah, like because of our target audience, right, word flies around town pretty quickly. So mainly focusing on Instagram or platforms like that, where the age groups of people who are in the age of like 23 to 30-ish are pretty active on these platforms. And there's no like sparsity of them. There are a lot of them who can relate on this matter. And yeah, because of this, we are also introducing referral programs where, for example, let's say for a person who adds 5 more people on our platform, they get a complimentary meal or something like that,
Again, a follow-up that, for example, you do all this, which is all right, but that will happen once the business has been launched, right? But in order to launch that business, you have to partner with the restaurants and the chefs in advance.
And the nutritionists
And
the gyms. So
Yeah.
don't you think a lot of partnership is going on?
And why would they partner with you if they
Exactly.
don't see
Because you
anything?
already don't have an existence.
Why would the different stakeholders want to partner with you?
Exactly. And the partnership is again with like so many stakeholders.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so the
Team Healthy Bites.
gyms can be like, it could be like a progressive growth, right? So initially we could consult a few dietitians and have like you know, we start small, right? Our idea is basically to provide healthy nutrition. So these gyms and personalized nutritionists can come at a later stage, but our main focus here will only be initially the uh, the chefs and like the meals, the quality of food, and our marketing. These two things should, we believe, should be good to get us going.
Again,
Okay.
if the chefs are your major thing, right? Again, why would they why would the restaurants trust you? Because you don't have anything in the marketplace.
But we are bringing them customers, right?
How?
Okay. So
Through a service. We are providing them
Well,
with,
it's like similar to your pitch, right? That you also have to procure tablets first, but there is nothing initially, right? So
But tablets, they're not giving us for free, na? We are giving them a certain amount in turn.
we are paying for
We are paying for it using our
Wait, so
bootstrap
Team
money.
Healthy Bites is also paying the chefs. right?
yeah, we are. It's not
Yeah.
just that, okay, we'll market on your app, because obviously they
Okay.
rather market it on Swiggy or
Exactly.
Zomato, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, marketing and the chefs, and by chefs we include like the chefs are from a certain restaurant or an eatery, right? So it's implied through that.
So why not just have your own kitchen and have your own chef and do it?
Because we are trying to, that would be viable if we are just focused on one city, right? There could be like, there are commercial kitchens, there's a concept of cloud kitchens as well,
Right.
you know, where large scale kitchens are like within shared spaces of different entities. So yeah, that is also a consideration.
But that is like for your future expansion, not
yeah,
for
exactly.
right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I have a fundamental question for you guys. So, okay, as you said that there are a lot of restaurants which are providing unhealthy food, right? But you guys are a platform which want to provide healthy food, and you are approaching the same restaurant which are creating the normal food. So, don't you think on their front it will be contradictory for them because they are already creating certain kind of food? Why would they want to create your kind of food?
Also,
healthy
adding
food.
on to that, like you are marketing that particular restaurant on your application. So aren't you promoting unhealthy food on your application?
Yeah, you are kind of demotivating like what they are already creating. So you're saying that that's not good. Then you go to them and you ask them to cook your food. Why would they do that?
Basically, like I said, so basically we are using their cooks for us to cook the healthy food. And like you said, we are marketing them. So it is more like the healthy food that we are creating. Like we said, we are focusing on people that are working 9 to 5 in the corporate industry, and they do not have time to build their own diet plans, or like they work 9 to 5, then they come home late and they do not get time to cook their own food, or even the elderly people who do not have time and effort and
Okay,
cook their own.
maybe
Okay, that still
the
doesn't answer the
question was
question of
not clear to you. My question is
Um,
from the perspective of the restaurant and the
Shana,
chef
again,
if they
even for
already
even for restaurants they are partnering with, right? It's not that restaurants specifically market themselves as someone who's selling healthy food, or a place where the recipes are like bad for your health. All the like mostly restaurants have things like salads or specific recipes for those who are health
Yes.
conscious, so they can simply partner with those, right? It's not going to be detrimental for their
Okay, so
reputation.
if they already have salads, why would they have your salad?
Why would they sell their salad to you?
Exactly. They will sell their own salad.
No, but that's what we are paying them for, right?
Why
Like-
they won't take your money? They can just do it themselves and get the money from the first.
No, they're still acting as a service, right, for delivering and everything.
So they
So-
can, if they
They
already
have
have
their own-
salad, they are already selling on Zomato, then they can sell the healthy food on Zomato only. Why your platform will come into space?
There is a high chance of distraction on zone, like Zomato and Swiggy. Like there is no selection of healthy or unhealthy. That means there will be a tempting image of biryani and other things. Obviously, the people will shift it to those. But
That
here there is
yeah, sorry.
so basically, and also here even a restaurant, if I keep a restaurant, I will not get a so much of coverage customers. No, means I have to invest more on marketing. So what we are addressing is, even if they have their own foods which are healthy, we'll keep them also. We'll keep their foods also on our list and also advise them where the nutrition is in the future if we collaborate with them to keep our foods out. If they agree, that's fine. If not, they'll get an additional channel of selling.
So
apart
it's
from-
yeah, it's important to address the problem that people who, in the 2020s who were mostly tempted towards ordering a lot of fast food and, falling for the trap of like all the flashy offers and everything. Their eyes are like opening now and they are actually looking for viable options to have like healthy food and a regular like a regular menu like or a calendar sort of thing for them. So I believe through this idea and like basically through this idea we can convince the restaurants as well, right, thinking from a customer's POV that all right, fine, there obviously are many options of selling their own food, but this is what the customers have been leaning towards. So using that ideology we can get restaurants on board.
So I have a question. Why wouldn't the person just use Zomato and type salads and buy the salad?
Again, Anjika, they mentioned, right, it's a customizable service. So depending
Yeah,
on
it's
the
a whole
individual's
plan.
preference.
It's although yes, we offer a one-time like meal ordering service, right? Okay, you get a salad and then what? Like you can't eat a salad every day, right? So
Okay.
and obviously due to the many other options on Zomato, it's not always promised that if there is a salad, the person will only have the salad, like, right?
Hmm.
Because
Right. I will stop this thread now because we've gone too much into the customer segment. Can we do you guys have any other questions?
I have another question. So there are already existing competitors in the market who are providing customizable food, right? And you can customize healthy food options and actually take them on a subscription. So how are you differentiating from them?
Yeah, so one of the differentiating factor is like we are focused on these people who are working in the corporate sector. So it's more like we are partnering up with those companies as well, so that we can have our food into their company directly.
Then the USP that the food is customizable will be gone, don't you think?
Not really, because it will be like it would just be
it
like
will be a survey based system mostly, and we are aiming to like have this flow as well, right? Because if we one company onboards us, that brings for a lot of new employees, right? And those employees in an area, right, like the word of mouth thing, company onboards us, let's say 100 employees, right? And 100 employees, they might in their offices they might have it, and we might extend that for their dinners as well, which they have it in their homes as well. And our subscription tiers, like the higher ones, also have the option of getting into one-on-one calls with nutritionists, although that will cost a substantial amount, but yes.
So could you explain how the partnership thing will work? Like, will the company pay you, or will the the employees pay you directly, or how will it work?
Yeah, I'll take that. So it is mostly like most of the companies are willing to provide healthy food in their canteens and all. So we are basically reaching out to them and we are telling them we will give you this healthy food, and we just need we'll just need some customer like the employees information, like some proprietary needs, for example their height, weight, and stuff like that is important to create the nutrition diet plan. So based on that, we'll be providing them at a calendar, and a weekly calendar or a yearly calendar. And the like you asked about the money. So we will directly getting it from the company, because since
A
we are
quick, a quick follow-up. So why would the company be interested in partnering with you, considering that companies have their own canteens and employees already pay a certain amount from their salary to eat food in lunch and dinner, which is very less. So why would they even be interested in partnering?
Yeah, first of all, our food like cost really low, like we mentioned in one of the validation, like 65 rupees per day for a person. And also, like I mentioned, in the corporate sectors, there are like only 10% employees that are willing to eat healthy food on themselves, rather than 90% of the people are always they just eat whatever they get. So the companies want their employees to be healthy so that they can produce more output for them. So
Okay,
yeah.
please continue.
Yeah, so like the companies would be interested to opt, like you mentioned, they will be having their own canteens, right? But they'll be selling most of the junk food is being sold there. For example, samosa.
Mm.
And
Right.
So
Got your point.
my question is, uh, like, uh, is your idea based on assumptions that companies want their employees to eat healthy food?
I
Yeah.
mean, like the company would be would want the well-being of their employees, right?
Okay,
Again,
so
the connection,
my
right? Is there
follow-up.
any research behind the fact
Yeah.
that healthy diets can improve
Yes.
productivity?
Actually, like I mentioned it in my
Productivity is not the thing, it's just general well-being, right?
Okay,
The data has
so
been
my
mentioned,
follow-up
right?
question to you guys is, if the company is already aware that the like you said, it's an assumption. So they are aware that they want healthy food and they already have a canteen, they can easily get it from a wholesale, all the healthier things. The companies have money, they can consult a nutritionist and do it, provide it through
Own
their own
canteen.
canteen.
Sure,
Yeah.
but
Why would they come to you?
if there
Having
is,
two people providing food, that will, increase their cost.
well, I mean, it would cost them to change their own meal plans as well, right? Because they are sticking to a certain norm, and even they would have to change their plans and everything accordingly. And obviously, since we are offering these meals at a nominal rate, and since we will be offering it to them at a very large scale as well, right? There could be certain concessions or negotiations. That's just going into the details. But since if there is a company or a service that is already doing it, why not just go for it? Because once we do our research, right? So that saves a little bit on their R&D side.
Okay.
Right, got it. I think we can stop there because we're already pretty short of time. So thank you, Team Healthy Bites. Thank you, Team Kids Academy, for your questions. We can go ahead with the reflection. So who'd like to go first?
And
Yeah, please, Vishwanath.
this Socratic dialogue was very, very informative for me. Like I came across all the aspects of how a business model works and what are the aspects and all the angles we should look at it. Like I was on for my opposite team, the Kids Academy. I was only focusing on what their children or what the kids, what were the timings, will it be ethical to focus to the screen. But when I listened to other questions, I came to know that there's a lot more out of it, like not related to business model. It's related to something ethical or not ethical, which is somewhat tangential. So I understood the difference between what is tangential and what is according to the business. So it was an eye opener. Thank you for this, including me in the
Thank you so much, Vishwanath, for sharing. And yes, ethical considerations do become a part of business models, right? Because we want the trust of our customers and stakeholders. So thank you for bringing that point up. Who would like to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. So, like, right from when we started the ideation until the last question, right? It was like I was thinking in a way that I really haven't thought in before. Like, actually, it felt like simulating, your own startup, and I feel like that. Yeah, that's a separate, different feeling, I guess. Yeah.
Thank you, Angad, for sharing your reflection. Would like to go next.
Yeah, I would. So for me, it was like, since I'm from a tech background, I'm doing a socket dialogue in a complete business model, that was like a complete new thing for me. And I got to know about a lot of stuff, that is the competition that we have in businesses and the marketing strategies, the cost, how revenue is generated, revenue models. So that was really interesting for me to learn.
Thank you, Prajesh. Would like to go next. Yes, Shana.
Okay. So, when we are preparing our pitch, we sort of think that we know our business, but when we are getting a lot of questions, it kind of broadens our horizon. It broadens our vision about our own business. It gives us new perspective, and it really helps us understand our own business in a far better way, different aspects that we haven't come across. Also, yeah, nice pitch by the Team Healthy. Yes.
Thank you, Shana. Would like to go next.
I'll go next. Personally, I am someone who's very interested in businesses and how businesses work, and it's part of what I'm doing in college as well. So, like pitching is something that is very stimulating, and getting to do that here, somewhere opens up your mind to new possibilities in your own business, and somewhere you can take those perspectives and make them part of the next pitch that you have in your mind. So I think that this conversation that we had was very stimulating, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Any insights that you got that you can take to the next Socratic dialogue?
I think the insight would be to just try to see things from a third point of view, and I think that's all from my side. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Anjika. Who would like to go next?
So I'm the one left. So this is my first LT live. So yeah, so this is so challenging. Right? And so first thing is business models. So I'm a purely technical guy. Understanding the business models is a new topic to me. So when I got this opportunity, I was thinking about, I was searching for different business models, and then I came across many business models, and that was so interesting. And see, especially I play a lot of games. Even I found that a different games has a different business models. Most of the games they come for free, but yet again, so I gone through those business models, and I learned new things. I came across a new stuff. So yeah, so this is my question for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinay. Gaurav, I think you can go next.
Thank you. First of all, yeah, it was very informative session. Bravo to Team Healthy Bites and Kids Academy. Very stimulating, right? And like, yes, from this session, what I took away is like, when you're coming up with a business model, you need to have like 360-degree view. And yeah, you have to have like very open-minded, because the things that you assume can change based on the scenario and different factors, because there are so many factors to be considered, micro, macro, right? So those are the takeaways from this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. And in terms of my takeaways, I think one of the most important ones was the whole concept of business models and how it helps us look at your company as an all over thing, right? It's not just limited to one specific aspect. So even when we were having the dialogue, I think we got a little bit too into the customer segment part, or too much into like, okay, what if this happens to the teachers, or what if this happens to the chefs, right? So instead of focusing on that one aspect, having an understanding of how it is related to all the other aspects like revenue growth or marketing or the value proposition. So that was, I think, one insight for me, which does improve the way that you look at your business, right? So, and I think another thing that a lot of you guys also mentioned, right? The questioning aspect. So having that third person perspective for any business is going to be important so that you know how many assumptions you're having. And if there are other stakeholders who can recognize that assumption in one go, how are you able to convince them to still go ahead with your business? So thank you, all of you guys. Thank you to both the teams for taking up such an interesting and complex concept like business models. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.